Hello, welcome to Bible Time with Aunt Kat. Being with people who grumble can be really annoying. Oh, do you not know what grumbling means? Grumbling is talking low and complaining, like, I wish we had something other than fish for supper. I don't want to go outside and play. It's too hot. I don't want to clean my room. Kind of like this noise. It gets a little irritating. That could get a little annoying after a while, couldn't it? Well, but disputing is different. Disputing is arguing loudly, like, Mom, why can't I go? Why can't I do that? I don't want to clean my room, Mom. Oh, come on. It's louder like that. Well, we don't want to be a noisy balloon, do we? So we're going to learn a verse that's going to help us remember to not grumble or dispute. And it goes like this. Now, the first part of it is not in the Bible. It's just there to help you learn the verse. But I've done it like this. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Grumble, grumble, grumble. But Mom, why can't I? But Mom, do all things without grumbling or disputing. Can you do that with me? Let's try it. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Grumble, grumble, grumble. But Mom, why can't I? But Mom, do all things without grumbling or disputing. Philippians 3:14. Well, the Bible tells us about some people who did a lot of grumbling and disputing. The Israelites. God had rescued them from slavery in Egypt, taken them across the Red Sea and parted the waters and let them walk on dry land. He had given them water when they were thirsty, but yet they were not happy. God gave them food when they were hungry. He sent a special little flaky thing, kind of like a seed from heaven every day, called manna, that tasted kind of like honey, and they would make bread with it. And he sent it every day. And instead of being grateful to God, they grumbled. I sure am tired of this old manna. I sure remember all that good food we had in Egypt. We had meat and cucumbers and melons, and oh, I just give anything for a good bite of meat. And all we have is manna. Well, God got angry because he had been taking care of them for all these years. And he says, okay, you want meat? I'm going to send you meat. He said, I'm going to send it not 1 day, not 2 days, not 5 days, not 10 days, but for a whole month. I'm going to send as much meat as you could possibly want until it's coming out your nose and you are sick of it. because you have not been grateful for what I have done. And that's just what he did. He sent the quail until it covered the ground. That's a little bird, kind of like a chicken, a little bit bigger than a regular bird you see outside, and covered the ground, and they got sick of it. Do you think they learned their lesson? Well, later on, Moses sent 12 men into the land of Canaan, the land God had brought them to, the land God had promised them would be theirs. And he said, go in there and look around and see what the land is like. And if there's any fruit or anything, bring back a sample. So these 12 men went. And when they came back, they had a cluster of grapes so big, they had to put it on a stick and carry it on a pole between two of them. It was so huge. And they brought pomegranates and all kind of wonderful fruit, huge fruit. And the people were so excited. And they said, what is the land like? And 10 of the men said, oh, those people there are like giants. We look like grasshoppers compared to them. We can't take that land. But 2 of the men, Caleb and Joshua, stood up and said, oh, yes, we can. With God's help, we can take that land because God promised it to us. Well, the people started arguing and disputing with Joshua and Caleb. They were arguing loudly, and they got so angry, they threatened to stone Joshua and Caleb. And they wanted to choose a new leader and have the leader take them all the way back to Egypt to slavery again, because they didn't think they could fight those people. And again, do you think God was happy with them for disputing his trust? No, he was not. He said, because you did not believe me and did not trust these 2 men that said you could do it, they are the only 2 that are going to get to go live in that land. The rest of you will die here, and your children will get to live in that land. And that's just what happened. So we have to always be careful to have a grateful heart and to not go around grumbling and griping and grouching and sad and have our thoughts on selfishness always, what we want to do. We have to be friendly and kind and polite and treat others the way we want to be treated, because we don't want God to think that we are a grumbler and a groucher, do we? No. So let's do our verse again. Grumble, 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 grumble. But Mom, can't I? But Mom, do all things without grumbling or disputing. Philippians 3:14. Let's do it again. Grumble, 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 grumble. But Mom, can't I? But Mom, do all things without grumbling or disputing. Now let's do just the verse. Do all things without grumbling or disputing. So next time you have to clean your room, or you want to do something and your mom says no, let's remember this verse and let's do it cheerfully with a joyful heart, like we learned in another lesson. Okay? That's all for now. I'll see you again on Bible Time with Aunt Cat.